let's jump into the brackets. Do you guys mind if we go into the region? Because I love college hoops as well. So anything if we can mix baseball and like an NCAA tournament bracket, it always gets me going. It gets me really fired up. So let's look at Region 1 AL. And there are some great teams here, great series. Red Sox, Rays, 04 Red Sox, 2008 Rays. Go down and get the 54 Indians against the 05 Astros. O's, M's from 1970 and 95. Carlos, is there a matchup here in AL Region 1 that stands out to you?
Well, Greg, I have to go to the 2008 Rays versus the 2004 Red Sox. Reasons are obvious. I was part of that 2008 team, all right? So I'm slightly biased, and rightfully so, as I should be. But I'm also very smart to recognize that the 2004 Red Sox are legendary. They are the ones who broke the curse of the Bambino, and they had this ridiculous comeback when they were down 3 games to none against the Yankees to advance the World Series. That was absolutely crazy, that comeback. So I know that we're up against, just a monster of a team. But you know what? I'm gonna bet on the Rays, of course.
Well, why not? I mean, look at the left-handed thunder that you guys had in that lineup. Carlos Payne and Cliff Floyd. Woo! I mean,
Yes,
man,
sir.
I feel sorry for the right-hander on the mound that day. All right, let's take a look
better
at
believe
NL
it, Greg.
Region 1. Yeah, if you look at this bracket, you got some talent. You got 75 Reds against the 07 Rockies. Just think about the offense there. You got the 67 Cards against the 82 Brewers, 69 Mets against the 97 Fish, and then the 55 Dodgers against the 84 Padres, among others. Dan Plesac, which first-round matchup really gets you excited?
Two teams close to my heart, Greg. I was drafted out of high school by the Cardinals, then I was drafted out of college by the Brewers. Rematch of the 82 World Series. Brew Crew, St. Louis. Two different styles, right? The Reds, the Redbirds known as a team more that could run and steal some bases. That 82 Brewers team, Harvey's Wallbangers, Mauder, Yount, Cecil Cooper, Gorman Thomas, Ben Ogilvy, Charlie Moore against that Cardinals team. How about Mike Shannon in that lineup?
Yeah.
Luke Brock with some speed, and Kurt Flood. How about Tim McCarver, Orlando Cepeda? This is a marquee matchup from the 60s to the 80s, kind of old school, new school, maybe slight edge towards the St. Louis starting pitching, but somehow, some way, I think the Brew Crew, Harvey's Wallbangers, they etched this one out.
You guys are as excited about this as I am, which gets me, I'm happy. I'm really happy. Let's look at the second regions because that's where my eyes are focused. Okay, this is AL Region 2. So many talented teams here. The 2019 Astros against the 91 Twins. Think of style of play, how that would clash. That'd be crazy, right? Stros loving their bullpen, although they had Verlander. But think about it, just two completely different styles. But I want to hone in on one matchup. The 1984 Tigers against the 1988 Oakland A's. Now, the 89 A's, which won it all, they're not even in this. This is the 88 Athletics. They were 104-58. The same record for the Tigers, but they got there in completely different ways. Okay, when I think of the 84 Tigers, I'm thinking of Jack Morris, man, on the mound. Willie Hernandez, he was the MVP and Cy Young. You got that left-handed weapon coming out of the pen. They had great starting pitching, but they had to mash up against the A's. I mean, you got Canseco, you got McGuire, you got Dave Henderson, you got the Bash brothers, you got Ricky Henderson and Dave Parker. That, to me, is awesome. In the National League, when you look at Region 2, so many fun teams to look at, but one of my favorite teams from the 90s squared off against my favorite team from the 90s. The 1994 Expos are my favorite team. It's, to me, a crime they couldn't finish it off because of the strike. They were 34 games over 500, squaring off against Barry Larkin's 1990 Cincinnati Reds, who had an incredible October run. But this is a squad that pulled it off with the nasty boys in the back end. They had great athletes everywhere all over the field. And then you had the Expos with Larry Walker. They could steal bases with Marquise Grissom and Moises Alou. This was a really good team, man. I'm telling you, I love that. As for this matchup, it also comes from NL Region 2. It's the Padres against the Giants. Now, what is so unique about this matchup, fellas? It's the two genius minds that are managing these teams. It's the younger Bruce Bochy against the older Bruce Bochy. I don't know which Bruce Bochy's a better manager. Dan Plesac, if you had to weigh in on just the mastermind of Bochy under that huge cap, which Bochy would you give the edge to? The 98 Padre Bochy or the 2012 Giant Bochy?
2012, more experience. He's seen a lot more. He was getting accustomed to that World Series thing. Anytime you've had some success, I think the older Bochy does.
Okay, I'm with you on that. I think that's gonna experience only helps a manager.